Hello to amazing people, and welcome to another episode of Demon Bluff, an amazing deduction game that I'm enjoying a lot. You can find the full playlist in the pinned comment below the video or in video description. I've played this game quite a bit, and I decided it's time. It's time we continue the endless, and what happens. This nice saves in a row 15. I was very happy about this, but it's time to lose it. It's time to lose it, so we're gonna play endless until we lose. That's the plan, and well, not all necessarily in one episode, but yeah, until it happens. Might happen in one episode, who knows, we'll see. But anyway, I should be ready for it again, like learn to play slow and methodically, and if the game messes us up, well, we can always restart. And this should be a little bit harder. Yeah, the standard difficulty a little bit too easy for me, I think. So more challenging characters and scenarios, and let's see if we can do it. So yeah, let's continue. So current village 16, all saved village is 15. Finally execute 2 evil characters, right? So, oh no, I see a baker and I'm afraid. So we're gonna have a bar, counselor, 4 possible outcasts. That's crazy. That is crazy indeed. So 1 outcast it says, but there's a counselor, so out of these 4 there's gonna be 2. Okay. Well, good news is that we can open everything, so we're gonna be doing exactly that. Please no baker, please no baker, please no baker, please no baker. And okay. So we got a plague doctor and a bombardier. Okay, and we have, let's see, medium, witness, lover, oracle, druid. Okay, we don't have any duplicate roles here. Medium, druid, oracle, lover, witness. So I'm gonna be playing this way more slower and methodical than I usually do, so it's gonna be like super slow. Okay, there's no wretch, and doppelganger, there's no doppelganger. So the doppelganger, I disguise as a good villager currently in play. We don't have 2 villagers of the same type, they're all different, medium, druid, oracle, lover, and witness. So that means these 2 are legit. So these 2 are definitely outcasts, so... And then that means the counselor is gonna be one of these 2 dudes because it has to be sitting next to the outcast. Nice. So now we need to see who's lying. And okay. We do have a plague doctor, so 1 person will be corrupted. So we're gonna have 2 lying evils and 1 corrupted person. Okay. 5 or 3 is a counselor. Okay. No evils adjacent to me. Okay. 5 is a real witness. Alright. 4 was affected by an evil. 4 was affected by an evil. Well, that's a lie, isn't it? Game start. 1 villager becomes an outcast role. I sit next to it. 1 fake outcast is added to the deck view. So 4 couldn't have been affected by an evil because there's no evils affecting anything. So we know this one's lying. We can ask, hey, are you corrupted? Since we know it's lying, we can ask, are you corrupted? It's not corrupted. So that means that's an evil character here. There we go. And it's definitely lying. Okay. This one says no evils adjacent to me. Okay, so this one seems to be evil or corrupted because that's definitely a lie. 5 for 3 is a counselor. We can easily find that out. 5 is a real witness. Yeah, that seems like a lie as well. Okay, we'll start by like executing it because it's not corrupted. There's our counselor. Good. Now this one's lying, so it could be either corrupted or evil. 5 for 3 is a counselor. That's true. Nice. 5 is a real witness. That's a lie. So we have 2 liars here. One of them is gonna be corrupted, and one of them is gonna be evil. And sadly, we don't have the information. We're gonna 50-50 it. Okay, first let's see if this one's lying. Just in case. Among 765 there is a bombardier, that's true. Yeah. So which one of these two is corrupted and which one is evil? Is there any way to tell? No. Maybe I could have not used this ability here, since there was very likely a counselor. So sadly, one person's gonna die now. This is what it is. New skin unlocked, Lilith. Oh my god, did the game get an update? Or is this unlocked in play by playing Endless? Okay. We'll just save. All evil cards have been executed. Next. I see 10 cards. Yeah, it's gonna be Lilith. Okay, that's scary. That is scary. Okay, let's see what we have. So we have one outcast. It's gonna be either a plague doctor or a wretch. We have a shaman. So that means there's gonna be two of the same villager. We got Lilith. Now this is one of the trickiest characters in play. The wings are for flair, the claws do the real work. So this is a murdering demon. At night, kill a random unrevealed character, deal 2 damage to you. 1 lie and disguise. Will prioritize killing good characters first. Will not kill herself when she's the only card left. Oh, that's cool. It actually says that about her, which I never read actually, so good thing we did. So how the night works. Night cycle, when you reveal a card, the clock ticks. After 4 ticks, the night falls. During night, some demons might kill and various characters take action. After every character has acted, the game returns to daytime. So yeah, after 4 reveals, Lilith is gonna kill somebody. A good character. So closest evil is counterclockwise. Okay. I cured 0 corruptions. So this one is saying the truth. An alchemist saying that cure 0 corruptions is good. Can be corrupted or can't be evil, because otherwise it would contradict what it said. I mean, otherwise it would be telling the truth, but it should be lying. So yeah, would contradict itself. So this one's definitely green. There are no corrupted characters. Okay. Interesting. So this bard claims there is no plague doctor, basically. And yeah, I don't have enough information to kill anything, so yeah, we're gonna have to have Lilith kill somebody. It is what it is. This one there, okay. And now when we reveal 4 more people, we're gonna force her to kill somebody. And I kind of like the idea of forcing her to kill 10 here. Because 10 might be evil, because this one says closest evil is counterclockwise. So like here. Or here. You got a Slayer now. I wish the game would tell me like which characters can use their abilities, which characters refresh their abilities during the night. So if Slayer is one of them. I don't think he is though. He doesn't hate the demons. He just thinks they make excellent clothing accessories. Oh, does he now? Interesting. Interesting. Twin minion is 3 cards away from closest evil. I find that very unlikely. Very, very unlikely. I mean, it could be. But with 3 evils, it's unlikely. I really need to open an outcast. If I don't open an outcast, we are in big trouble, because it's gonna be really hard to figure out what happened. Closest evil is clockwise, okay. Interesting claim. Oh, we got 2 enlightened. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's the wretch. Nice. Now, this wretch could be fake. No, it cannot be fake. Oh, this is really good. I register as a random evil minion to other characters. I cannot register as good or as wretch to other characters. I only register as a random minion role or as an evil. Cannot be disguised as. So evils cannot disguise as wretch. So we know this wretch is legit. Yeah? So this wretch is good. Although my people see it as evil, so we have to remember that. But this is great news. This is great news. Because there is only one outcast. And we just found the wretch. That means whoever is lying, it's actually evil. Because there's no corruption in this town. Lilies can't corrupt, Twin Minion can't corrupt, Shaman can't corrupt, and there is no Plague Doctor. And there is no drunk. And there is no corruption. So basically, if somebody is lying, they're evil. And this information we'll use to great extent. Twin Minion is 3 cards away from closest evil. So this one says Twin Minion can be here, can be here, can be here. Well, can be here. Because there's a wretch there. So where is it then? Like wherever you place it here. Yeah. And this one's good. There is no corrupted characters. That's actually true. That's actually true. And this one says the closest evil is counterclockwise. And look at that. There are 2 good characters here. So it's very likely that's true. This one says closest evil is clockwise. That's definitely true. So this scout here. Twin Minion is 3 cards away from closest evil. Where would it be? For that to be true, it could be a Slayer. So if Twin Minion is a Slayer and Lilith and Shaman are here and here, that's the case where this is true. That's the only case where that is true. So it's either this one's an evil, or this one's lying and this one's evil. So yeah, this can be true if this one is Twin Minion. What if this one's Twin Minion? Can that be true? It can. If this one's Twin Minion and then these 2 are evil, that's also correct. But in this case, he would be telling the truth, so that's not possible. So yeah, if this one's telling the truth, this is a Twin Minion. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say this is most probably a lie and we're gonna execute it. Although here's the thing, right? So if this one's telling the truth, then evil minions are this one, and this one. If he's lying, then evil minion is this one. No, but wait. Learn if closest evil to me is clockwise or counterclockwise. Learn equidistant if evils are the same distance from me. Oh my god. This one says closest evil is clockwise. So this one's actually telling the truth. That's crazy. Because if this one was evil, then this one would be like closest evil is equidistant. This one's telling the truth. This is kind of insane. 3 minions, 3 cards away from closest evil. So these 3 are evil. Interesting. Interesting. Is it possible that this one's evil? This one, and this one, these 3. Yeah, it's possible. So it could be this one, Twin Minion, and these 2. So it could be these three. Or it could be... So these three, it could be... It could be that this is twin minion. And these two are evil. So this could be twin minion and these two are evil. This could be a twin minion and these two are evil. Or could be this two, could be a twin minion and these two are evil. Here's the thing though. Here's the thing. This is definitely true. I guess it could be that it's equidistant. If this is evil, and this is evil, then it's equidistant. So that could mean it's false. Yeah. Okay. I don't see a board, though. I don't see a board in which this one is good. That's the thing. What would that board be? So if this one's good, that means that these three are evil, right? And then this thing here, twin minions 3 cards away from closest evil, would be like false, and it can be false. So this one has to be evil. I just don't see it, how it couldn't be evil. Let's double check. So Wretch is evil. We have to keep that in mind. Then closest evil is clockwise. So this one being evil makes this one true. And then since this one's true and it doesn't say equidistant, then this one's also good. This one says there are no corrupted characters, which is true because Plague Doctor is not in the place, so he's good. Accurate 0 corruption is also true. And then with that, yeah, for this to be true, this one just has to be evil. I mean, I'm gonna do this, but like we already know he will not be able to kill anyone. There we go. Twin minion is 3 cards away from closest evil. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is fulfilled. So yeah, now we have this situation. From these 3 characters here, what could be the evil locations? Closest evil is clockwise. Okay, so let's say these 2 are evil, yeah? If these 2 are evil, then this is correct. And that checks out, right? If these 2 are evil, he's lying because closest evil is equidistant, so that checks out. So this is possible, and this is possible, yeah? Is this possible? This is not possible, because closest evil is counterclockwise is actually true now, and evil has to lie. So this is not possible. So it's either this or this, you know, one of those two. And yeah, we're just gonna use in both of those valid combinations. This one here is actually evil, so we're gonna kill it. And we found Lilith, and now we can open the last card and learn more information. Because Lilith is dead, it cannot do damage. Kill anyone. And we found a fortune teller, and fortune teller is gonna be really easy to check. We're just gonna ask dear fortune teller, hey, is one of these 2 evil? And she's gonna say no, and we know that's a lie, so it's gonna be the fortune teller. There we go. I love this game. Okay. So we got 1 outcast, we got a twin minion and a bomb. So no night killings, no anything like that, so we can just open everything here. There are no corrupted characters, okay? There's a Plague Doctor. Okay. So first we're gonna take a look at duplicates. So duplicates are interesting because you need to find an explanation for it. Normally duplicates do not appear, so something out of the ordinary has to happen for you have to duplicate. So there's a couple of things here that could make a duplicate. It's a bit of a crazy board, so there's gonna be a lot of potential options for duplicates here. The most simple explanation is that we have a doppelganger and that these 2 are good. That's the most simple explanation, yeah? Doppelganger just copied a good board, and yeah, they're all both good. That would mean that this Plague Doctor is fake and actually evil. So that's the first solution. Doppelganger, like a normal villager, and a fake Plague Doctor actually being evil. That's solution number one. Then we got solution number two, and that is that there is a bard. Actually, that is probably the most simple solution. That this Plague Doctor is real. That one of the boards is a twin minion, and then the other board is just a villager. Because twin minions has a 60% chance to disguise as a copies of other villager or outcast in town. So, yeah. In both of these options, between these three characters, there's gonna be a minion, an outcast. So either this Plague Doctor is a minion, and one of these two is Doppelganger, or one of these two bards is a minion, and this is a real Plague Doctor. In one of those two, the second bard could just be a bard, but it could also be a ba, because demons disguise as unique villagers, and if one of the bards... It's possible that one of the bards is actually a minion, which would make Ba disguised as a unique villager. I'm not 100% sure that's possible, but it might be. Okay, and now we're gonna take a look at what the others have to say. 3 or 4 is a twin minion. So the Oracle says that Plague Doctor is a minion. Interesting. So if we are to believe the Oracle, then Plague Doctor is a minion. 5 is a real lover. Okay, we didn't ask Fortune Teller anything yet. This one says there is no corrupted characters, which would be true in that case. And this would be a bard, which would say, I'm 3 cards away from a corrupted character. That would be a lie. So I don't think this is possible. Yeah, I don't think this is possible. I don't think it's possible that this is true. Why not? Why not? Well, if 3 or 4 is a twin minion, and this just can't be a twin minion. Because if this is a twin minion, that means this is a real Plague Doctor. Oh no, it could be. Why did I think that the minion has to be one of these 3? It doesn't have to be. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. No, it has to be. It has to be. So, if this is a twin minion, yeah, that means this is a real Plague Doctor, because only twin minion can disguise into it. So, if this is a real Plague Doctor, there is no Doppelganger. And we have 2 bards. So, how did the 2 bards happen? There is no explanation to it. So, this cannot be a twin minion. Because if this is a twin minion, this is a real Plague Doctor, and there's no Doppelganger then. And then we cannot explain this. Well, there is one explanation, possible explanation, actually. No, it can't be. There is no drunk, so it couldn't be Ba and a drunk. It could be Doppelganger and a Ba, so this is not possible. So it would have to be this one, yeah? But then if this is a twin minion, that means we have to somehow explain these 2 bards. Okay. So this one says there is no corrupted characters. So that's now... This could be a lie, actually. I'm like, this is true because there's no plague doctor. It could be, okay. So it could be a bar and a drunk, basically. Which is crazy, but possible. No evil suggestion to me. It will be true. True. Lie. Drunk. So this board is possible. This board is possible. 3 or 4 is a twin minion. True. 5 is a little lower. Okay, no religious adjacent to me. No, because that's a drunk. There are no corrupted character. That's a lie. There is a corrupted character here. I'm 3 cards away from corrupted character. That's again a lie. So yeah, this is possible. This is possible. Okay. So this is one possibility. The other possibility that we said was that Plague Doctor is actually like... Okay, so that's one possibility. The other possibility is that this one's lying and there is no twin minion here. And that would mean the twin minion is one of these two. And this was a real Plague Doctor. Okay. I guess... So the other solution, right? Real? How do I go out of this thing? How do we delete it? Undo. There we go. So the other solution is this one's green. This one's lying. So if this one's green, this one has to be evil then. And this one's good. And this one's good. But this is a real Plague Doctor, so somebody could be corrupted. Yeah. And this one would be good, I guess. So this one here would be a twin minion. So this one says, I'm 3 cards away from a corrupted character. 1, 2, 3. So this one could just be like... corrupted. And the problem is, in this case, this one would be evil. Right? I guess. It could also be that this one's just... that this one's evil. Yeah, I'm not sure how to entangle that. Disentangle that. Let me ask something. Let me ask something. So if this one's evil, and we ask about character which we know it's not corrupted, like this one here, he's gonna say it's not corrupted. But if it's evil, it's gonna lie and say it is corrupted, right? Yes. 4 is evil, 4 is corrupted. That's just not happening. So the Plague Doctor outed himself. And this is the second time I managed to pull this off. Like, if you're doubting a Plague Doctor and you need some good information out of it, and it's most likely evil and it's not gonna give you any good information anyway, you can point at a character which is most likely good. You can point at the character which you just don't see how it could be evil or corrupted. And then he's gonna do this. It's gonna lie twice. It's gonna say, like... It's gonna say that 4 is corrupted, and then it's gonna tell me another character which is evil. And if you're lucky, it's gonna target the same person, which is not possible. So this is a lie. Like, a same person can't be both corrupted and evil at the same time. So we know that's a lie. Yeah. So since we know that's a lie, that means this one is lying, and lying Plague Doctor can't be corrupted, so it has to be evil. And now this one saying 3 or 4 is a twin minion is true. Okay, we can remove all of that. There we go. So 3 or 4 is a twin minion. True. Good. So since there is no... So since... okay, there's no corrupted characters. Okay. This could be a lie if this is a drunk. So it could be this is a drunk and this is an evil character. That's one possibility. It could also be true, but if that's true, there are no corrupted characters. Then what? This one's lying? That's not possible. Like, we need a drunk or a doppelganger here. I'm 3 cards away from a corrupted character. Well, that's not possible. There's no corrupted characters. I mean, that can be true, I guess. No, it can't. That would mean this is Ba, and then what? Yeah, this can't be Ba. If this one's good, this can't be Ba. Wait, can one of these two be Ba? Like, in any case. Yeah, if one of these two is Ba, then the other has to be drunk. This is the only case that is possible, right? Okay, so there is one case here. Like, Ba and a drunk. It could be this, like this also, yeah? So it's either this or this. So this is the drunk case, right? And then we got the doppelganger case, where both are good. This is true, but this is not. So that's not possible. So it's either this or this, I think. Yeah? And... since this one says no evils adjacent to me, it has to be this. It has to be like that. I'm gonna ask the fortune teller now to confirm this to us. And she's like, yep, between these two there is an evil character. So it seems like this one's evil. This one is drunk. And we can miss once, so it's okay. But that's gonna be it. Okay, hey! Current village 18, 19. Okay, great. We're gonna go back to the menu. They're gonna be like, hey, look at my new high score for Endless. So yeah, this was a little bit slow, but like, I don't wanna fail unless the game forces me to. So, like, the way I'm playing this is I'm like delaying using the abilities for as long as possible. Because we're gonna run into a situation where we have a double bombardier or something like that, and I really, really, really want to have like an oracle or something, not an oracle, whatever the lady's name is, the fortune teller, so we can know which one it is, right? And even though like using this ability earlier will help us find what is happening, like I feel like just waiting until we just like, if there is only one possible board or two, we can make an overlap between these two boards and see what is like common to both of these boards, and maybe we can just kill somebody straight up. And it's gonna be easy as long as there's not too many corruptions. Once we start getting like heavy corruption boards, like with a drunk, puka, poisoner, then it's gonna become tricky. But yeah, hopefully we can figure it out anyway. But yeah, that was the episode. I'm very happy it didn't fail. So we have our first episode of Endless in a while, and I managed to ace it pretty much. There was a 150-50, but I had a villager to spare, so that was good. Hopefully enjoyed the episode. There's gonna be more Endless coming. If this is something you like, don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish you all to have a wonderful day, do something nice, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of Demon Bluff. The Neemer signing out. Bye bye.